be a successful coach, but point guards most likely is my answer. Chris Paul, maybe even a guy like Jalen Brunson in the future.
Here's Antetokounmpo. There he goes again. It's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Outside, Porter. Outside, Green. No good that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about them when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. Mark, if you take a look at the superstars on this Bucks team, they are extremely selfless.
Yeah, they really are. That's one of their great attributes. They just want to win. The pieces fit well together. Doesn't matter how they do it, who does it. They're all in it to win championships. A total team mindset.
Houston making some changes. Garuba's checked in, and Martin subbed in for Smith. And both free throws good for Tate. And here is Antetokounmpo. 18 points for him. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10. Double-digit perfection.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And that finish, have a big lead due to execution on drives just like that.
What a move there.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And the Rockets making a change here. Matthews is checked in.
For the Rockets, Garrison Matthews.
Here's Garuba. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Houston moving the ball around. Martin against Allen. Green in the post. 3 on the clock. Martin trying to free himself up, and a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Matthews with the steal. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the rebound goes to Martin.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Mike. Stout effort defensively in the first half. What did you do to limit them?
I just think our activity on the ball, we got to try and keep it in front of us. Our bigs did a good job, I think, being big in the paint, making things tough there. We got to finish it with the board.
Yep, rebounds and possessions, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 22 points, 2 block shots, and 1 assist. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bucks?
They were getting after it on the glass, like wow, they got a nice edge in that department, which has led to this lead. They won the hard and hustle battle in that first half. Now we'll see if they can keep that going.
And Kenny, what do you have to say about the Rockets?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, like my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get some help. That pretty much covers everything. I mean, Shaq, you think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. That'll be a 5-second call.
Houston ball.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Here's Smith. No points in the game yet for him. To the inside. A shot by Tate with no one around. Şengün fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
An absolute bully in the lane. Nothing the smaller defender could do there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Şengün.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
Matthews out there with Holiday. Then it's Brook Lopez. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Allen in at the 4. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Back to Porter. Pass to Şengün. Goes up the baseline. He can't get that one. Good D by Lopez. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games. Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
From 12 feet out. And that one goes long.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
And the layup's good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6 in the quarter.
Once Giannis gets going, he stays hot. He's capable of putting the entire offense on his broad shoulders.
Banked in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 30.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
You know, when you think about the all-time greats in Milwaukee Bucks history, I mean, 2 names come right to mind at the top of the list. Lou Alcindor, also known now as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak.
Houston making a switch. Gordon's checked in. Bucks leading by 17. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. The Bucks working the ball around. 11 feet away and stolen by Şengün. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says we very rarely give up. This team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process. It's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch, and we thank you for that story. Clark, both Kareem and Giannis Antetokounmpo are greats in their own unique respective right, aren't they?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, forces of nature, both of those guys. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the iconic and unmatched skyhook, which was a lethal weapon. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, you think about his athleticism, his speed, his ball handling skills. At 7 feet tall is something we've not quite seen. Both of those guys had similar impact in their uniqueness and their championship caliber mindsets.
Houston making some changes. Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Şengün. And it's Matthews in for Tate. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Got a piece of it. Lopez with the steal. Antetokounmpo against Gordon. And the double up Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Allen. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Plays it up and banks it in. Giannis has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this one.
Outside Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. And a wide open look for Porter. The three-pointer no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Matthews gets it to go.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
1:31 left in the third. It's all about Antetokounmpo, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 34 points. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Matthews finds Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
Rockets trail by 21. Outside Gordon. And the pass to Matthews. Outside Martin. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Smith. Will it go? Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Smith's got 6.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Pass to Matthews. Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. And he lays it straight in. Giannis has got 36.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Porter against Holiday. Outside Porter. Pass to Smith. Back to Porter. Lets it go from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Porter's got his first 3 points of the game.
Tell you what, if he can find some consistency from deep, Porter Jr. is going to be a nightmare as an offensive player.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bucks lead by 18. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Jayshawn Tate out there with Alperen Sengun. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Matthews in at the three, the small forward.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. There's the pass to Holiday. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Let's go back to when the Rockets traded away James Harden in 2020. How has that reset gone?
I like what it looks like, Kevin. Building through the draft. I love the young talent they've been able to acquire, and they've done it with a bunch of future first-round picks in their back pocket. So they're not done. There's more to come in drafting high-quality talent.
That free throw, no good.
During the last decade, the 2010s, Houston had loads of success. The fourth most wins in the league during that time. Unfortunately, they never got to the finals.
And he can't hit the second. For the Rockets during the 2010s, Clark, all winning seasons.
Yeah, and you know, the biggest reason that Houston didn't reach the finals in my mind was the West was loaded. The Spurs were always a contender. OKC had a nice run. And, of course, during that time, the Warriors became dynastic. That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
And another great look at the 2K drive. Rockets trail by 15. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Passes it to Matthews. Fires the three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 13 with that last one. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and two shots coming up. That's on Jalen Green.
And now in his 14th NBA season, just one All-Star appearance for Drew Holiday, but that belies his greatness as a player.
The Rockets making a switch here. Garuba's checked in. You know, Greg, you can make the case Drew Holiday is the prototypical two-way guard.
And, you know, and defense can sometimes go overlooked just one All-Star game, but Drew's impact perhaps greater than some other players with multiple All-Star seasons.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
To their benefit and credit, they've cut down on the miscues here in this second half.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half. Off the clock into it. Pass to Christopher. Back to Green. Basket counts. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
Showing off his inside game, which will complement Green's game on the outside. It'll force defenders to have to guard him in different places on the floor.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Outside, Green. Back to Tate. This one for three. A rebound by the Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Green, the pass to Garuba. Over Allen. Here's Şengün. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any game.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Timeout called the Rockets.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Here's Antetokounmpo. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Giannis against Tate. Şengün kicks to Tate. And he's good on the three ball. Tate's only got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Green. Matthews into the lane. And Clark, Commissioner Silver noted recently as the league moves to a more selective viewing experience, load management could hurt revenues even further.
Yeah, you know, when more fans can pay to watch individual games, it's a bit of an a la carte system. I think you need that star power every night. And even beyond that, Kevin, I think players, all players, but particularly the star players, have a responsibility to try to show up for work every single night. And that really should be the mindset. I think it goes beyond revenue. I think it's just a matter of principle. You have a job, you should be looking to perform every time you have the opportunity. I understand rest, but I think rest should probably be confined to practice, not the game.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
For the aggressive approach from Giannis, I like it. Not settling for the layup, instead punching it on. That's the way you do it.
Green against Matthews. From 10 feet out. Good. He hits the jump shot. Green's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, they built a lead that simply can't be overcome at this point. So it would be a nice dub for the Bucks.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than on the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
And tonight, he sends it right off the glass. Matthews finds Lopez. Down low. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Defense has Giannis well covered, but he gets physical right back and draws the foul in the act of shooting.
He misses the free throw. So he comes up empty at the line. Pass to Washington. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance. Particularly here at home. It's a great...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it for the first game.
against the world, but I can give a fuck who my opponent is. Asking why I dropped the YBN, I had no other choices, we ain't own it. And all that janky, I'm not condoning it. With a couple, I got a bone to pick. I'm on some movement, y'all on some moment. But I'll be here forever, y'all can go and quit. We had bad, then a new Bentley, just re-up from that new stimmy. My brother counting them blue Benjis, only feel good with my crew with me. Like, whoa, they tried to question my character. Young Richard Black.